Up next, we have Senator Castro on Senate Bill 3497.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The purpose of Senate Bill 3497 is to make it easier for those in Illinois to achieve their goal of home ownership for the first time and to provide a tax incentive savings account, which can be used for a down payment. According to the Realtors Association, the Act aims to make the American dream of home ownership a reality for everyone. As housing supply across the state has continued to shrink and demand has increased, but in addition, more and more people are finding it very hard to own a home. This is a tool that will help incentivizes and creates a tax advantage for saving for a home. Illinois previously had a program that tried to accomplish this goal. However, it was unfavorable, and regulators insisted the program be discontinued. This new act simplifies the process and provides eligible first-time and second-chance home buyers may create designated savings accounts and receive a tax deduction of up to $5,000 for single filers or $10,000 for married joint filers per year for contributions to that account. Funds deposited in the designated savings accounts may only be used toward a down payment or eligible closing costs for purchasing a single-family home in Illinois. Just like health savings accounts with the 529 College Savings Plan, a penalty is imposed for a withdrawal that does not go toward eligible expenses. Tax deductions are capped over the lifetime of the account at $25,000 for single filers and $50,000 for joint filers. The Department of Revenue would create forms on which contributions to the designated savings account can be reported with annual tax returns. Financial institutions, the Department of Revenue have a much smaller administrative role than in the prior program, and eligible first and second chance home buyers compliance subject to the audit by the department. The Illinois Realtors are here, and I'm joined by President Matt Silver, who is also here to give some testimony.
I'm kind of expecting it now. If you can make sure that the button is lit up. It's on the side of the microphone.
No singing, promise. Thank you, Chairwoman Villanueva and Vice Chairman Martwick. Good afternoon, esteemed members of the committee, and a special thank you to my friend, Senator Castro. My name is Matt Silver. I'm the 2024 President of Illinois Realtors, and I'm proud to speak today in support of SB 3497, or the Illinois Homebuyer Savings Account. As most of you know, Illinois Realtors does not just represent over 50,000 realtors across the state. Our association is the largest advocate for home ownership and housing stability in the state. Each year, we fight for initiatives that will help more of our friends and families achieve the American dream of home ownership. And today, I am happy to say that SB 3497 will do just that. The American dream has long been associated with home ownership. Owning a home has been a mark of success within our country for nearly 100 years or more. And our state and country have seen the outsized benefits of prioritizing home ownership over all of these years. One study after another has shown that the housing stability provided by home ownership generally leads to higher educational outcomes for children. More home ownership leads to less disparities in health. Neighborhood stability, secured by increased access to home ownership, leads to more economic opportunities, better schools, and certainly more jobs. At Illinois Realtors, we often say that whatever the public policy priority, studies have shown that it is likely made better by prioritizing housing stability, and in particular, home ownership. If we say we want more equity, then we should prioritize home ownership. If we say we want more opportunity, then we should prioritize home ownership. The benefits of home ownership to our state and to our friends and families have been plain to see to all of us. However, it's also true that it's never been as difficult to achieve the American dream of home ownership as it is today. Our state is facing a housing supply crisis. In 2018, it was estimated that our country was facing a shortage of 2.5 million housing units. By 2020, that number had climbed to 3.8 million, and today it is estimated to be over 7.2 million. and we see the effects of that shortage in headlines every single day. Housing prices are climbing every month and every year, and in spite of higher rates the last couple of years, prices have continued to increase. Those higher prices mean higher down payments and closing costs for first-time homebuyers. Just this past week, the National Association of Realtors released their median home price numbers for the first quarter of the year. These statistics show year-over-year price growth for every major metro area in the country. And believe it or not, for the first quarter of 2024, 4 of the top 10 metro areas that saw the largest percentage gain in home prices were here in the state of Illinois. Compared to the first quarter of 2023, the Rockford area has seen home prices climb over 20%. Kankakee and Champaign have each seen their home prices rise over 20% in a year, and Bloomington has seen an 18% increase in only 1 year. The statewide median home price this spring was $282,000. That means that in order to qualify for a conventional mortgage, a buyer would need to be able to bring more than $55,000 to closing. In Chicago, the home median price is about $360,000, which would require a down payment of $72,000. Even if buyers qualified for an FHA loan, they would still be looking at a down payment between $12,000 and $36,000. This housing crisis needs to be addressed on multiple fronts, and one of the easiest ways the state can attack this problem is by helping more of our residents to save for a home. This legislation allows residents to create a tax-advantaged savings account and provides a much-needed resource to help save for the ever-increasing closing costs necessary to purchase a home. This is not a new concept, as you heard. In fact, you'll find similar programs in all of our neighboring states. SB 3497 has been designed to keep things simple. Individuals or couples are able to receive a small but meaningful income tax deduction in exchange for setting aside savings for a down payment on their first home. In a time where everything from fuel to groceries to rent is more expensive, saving for a down payment can sometimes feel impossible. SB 3497 provides an extra incentive to those helping to achieve the American dream of home ownership. Illinois Realtors is committed to working with each of you to find ways to increase our housing inventory. However, we all know it will take years
Matt,
to overcome the
can we
sheer...
begin to wrap it up, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
The sheer lack of units available. In the meantime, SB 3497 is a solution that will help right now and firmly commits Illinois to prioritizing home ownership once again. Thank you, Senator Castro, for your steadfast support of the American dream and for championing SB 3497. And thank you all again, and especially this committee.
Thank you. Any questions from members of the committee? There be no questions. Senator Castro, anything to close?
No, I think this is a great tool for a lot of folks, especially renters who are wanting to get out of renting and save some money to finally buy their first home. So thank you, everybody. Thanks for your indulgence.
Thank you, Senator Castro.